And now it's Glendening for the Flyers. Cut off at center by Carlson. Back into the Philadelphia zone. Looking to split through. Flips one on goal. Trevor Zegras. Shadow with the gang on the pregame. Moves the puck out of the zone. And now the Penguins back across. Here's Soderblom. Came out of Michigan State. Played 9 games at the end of the regular season. That was a major factor. Up by Kindle, knocked down by Vladar. Rolls down into the Pittsburgh zone.
Early on in this game, what's happened all series, there's nothing there in the neutral zone for Pittsburgh. Really having a difficult time. As they say it, they get a good chance. Samantha gets through.
Carolina Hurricanes eliminating the Ottawa Senators earlier today. Saved by Shelovs on York.
What a game that was between Carolina and Ottawa today.
Back out to the point. Here's York. 6.5 remaining opening period. Trevor Zegras for the Flyers. Drysdale shot stopped by Shelovs.
There are 2 offensive zone penalties in this game, 1 for each team. Penguins go to work.
Score! On the power play, it's fired home by Crosby. Just 5 seconds in to the Pittsburgh man advantage.
Well, and when Crosby, who typically has great numbers against the Flyers, gets going, he seems to score in bunches. And a face-off win, he's able to find a soft spot, a nice little slick pass there by Erik Karlsson, and Crosby gets a lot on that shot as it's coming in. A tough read for Vladar because he picks it up all in one motion.
1-0 Penguins. Here's Konecny with Martone. Konecny maintains control. Out for Ristolainen. And now Zegras. Around behind for Zegras. Picked off by Gerard. Here's Rust. Crosby cutting for the net. Rust in front. Oh, and Crosby is robbed by Vladar.
Turnovers that have fed transition for the Penguins. Zegras trying to find Forster. Gerard picks it off, and the Penguins are off to the races. And Sidney Crosby able to find a hole, and Russ finds him in a real important save here for Vladar towards the end of this first period after Crosby was able to score in the power play. Vladar with a terrific right pad save on Crosby to keep it 1-0.
Kept alive by Gerard, and now carried out by Dvorak with Martone. Here's Porter Martone. Turns, shoots, saved by Shelovs. Battle continues in the corner. Puck work back out to the point for Drysdale. Drysdale with a shot, saved by Shelovs. Archer Shelovs getting the start here in Game 4. After Stuart Skinner started the first 3 for the Penguins, another save by... Puck held in by Forster. Now Zegras with a hit on Lazat. Here's Brian Rust. Moves it into the Flyers' end. Vladar pressured, score! Raquel, hard work behind the net. And he gives the Penguins a 2-0 lead early in period 2.
Trying to keep the puck in the offensive zone, but here come the Penguins, and you can see Vladar's trying to handle this puck. He takes a peek, and there's great effort by Raquel, and what a second effort to get the backhand on this. It's stick on stick, find the puck, and then he just, in desperation, beats Vladar back out front.
Couldn't get the puck off the wall, off the yellow, and when you can't get it off...
Took them only 5 seconds. Hathaway in the box. Here come the Flyers, 2-on-1. Carlson back, short-handed. And the save by Shelovs on 2 playoffs ago. Pass across. Steered wide by Chinnikov. Out to the point. Kindle with it. Now Chinnikov. Back to Kindle. And then Carlson shoots. Now Lazat back the other way. 3 Flyers back. Lazat dropping it off for Dewar. Saved by Vladar. Then Lazat looking for the rebound. And Sid told us his cousins were stick boys, right?
That's right.
Now here's Martone. Sent wide through the crease. Now Drysdale on goal, gloved up high by Shelovs. Now carried across by Novak. Looking for Girard. Puck cleared by Glendening. Picked up by Hathaway. Couturier on his left. Hathaway shoots and the save by Sheloves. Off the draw, Penguins control. Leading by 2, saved by Vladar on Carlson. Now Martone finds Konechny. Shots 13-9 Philadelphia. Forster unable to get it deep. Now Crosby for Rust. Rust in with a shot. Turned aside by Vladar. Where are you going?
I haven't decided yet, but you gotta earn the miles first, and then you decide.
Here's Ristolainen. Ristolainen shoots, and that's puck hops over the stick of Sanheim. Played by Crosby, carries across. Sidney Crosby already with a goal tonight, stopped by Vladar. Flyers penalty. Flyers clear the puck ahead. Forster, short-handed, moving in on Sheloves. Forster, Dietz, and it's stopped.
Crosby kind of hangs in there when he shouldn't. That allows the flip out by Cates and sends Forster in. And I think Sheloves, because he's at the top of the blue paint, really discouraged Forster from shooting the puck. And that's when he opted to go for the deke, but Sheloves stays right with him. Terrific save.
Yeah, good hustle there by Carlson.
No shots for the Penguins on their third power play. Here comes Ristolainen with Couturier. The deflection by Couturier, stopped by Sheloves. Now Trevor Zegras leaving it along the wall for Tippett. Here's York. Now Zegras across, they score! The Flyers cut the Penguins' lead to 2-1 as Denver Barkey scores his first career postseason goal.
Needed to possess the puck in the offensive zone, needed to have some poise. All of it on this shift. Barkey's not the biggest guy, but he's unafraid to go to the hard areas. And when you go to the hard areas, you get the reward. Beautiful pass by Zegras.
I don't know about that.
You do every sport imaginable.
But 5 straight, come on. I mean, that's impossible. Now Girard shooting, and that's blown. Stick goes flying. That was Zegras. Knocked away by Wotherspoon. Play continues. Konechny beats Sanheim off the post.
Kill, and then a goal shortly after that. And a great opportunity towards the end of this period as Sanheim rings us right off the crossbar after a beautiful feed by Travis Konechny. Should make for an entertaining final 20 minutes.
Back out it comes to Letang. Shot did not get through. Crosby over for the Penguins. Raquel tied up by Dvorak. Konechny hit by Crosby. Crosby kicks it back out. And now Letang winds and shoots. He scores! 3-1 Penguins. Crosby with the setup for Letang.
What work by Crosby has been the night. Gets in there. Wins the battle with his feet. I mean, talk about skill right there, and will. And that frees up Letang, and you talk about a grade A opportunity, Jody. I mean, he's right in the middle of the ice.
And watch where he goes here. He's got so much attention there. He just goes.
I think Crosby has had himself a game. He's found the score sheet. He made an incredible play, and that's what they needed. If Crosby was going to be silent, they weren't winning in this series, but tonight he's had himself a night.
Score! Konechny! The Flyers pull to within a goal.
Get something going every shift. The Flyers have the Penguins down on their own end. You can see races to puck and great support there. A good pop out there into the corner by Dvorak, and then right away he finds that spot. What a shot.
Extra skater on for the Flyers. Saved by Sheloves. On the shot from Drysdale. Now Forster couldn't get it through. Bouchard up the boards. Empty net. Here is Dewar. He scores! 4-2 Penguins. Connor Dewar with the empty net goal in the final minute.
And then a loose puck. Here's a play by Carlson, and then watch the loose puck here. Lizotte able to poke it past Forster. It looked like a dangerous play in favor for the Flyers, and Forster not able to come up with that puck. And
clear. Puck through the crease. Time running out on the Flyers. Martone shoots, saved by Zelovs. The Penguins win it 4-2.